It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Another tote for Etienne. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. When you look at the Saints defense, they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing lead.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Saints sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Olave holds it in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Mills throw complete there to Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On play action, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6.
Touchdown! Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. Really nice drive.
Quickly able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Etienne once more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw, eluding the pressure right. This ball caught by Strange. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hill. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now Lawrence. That is caught, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A give running right, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Mons throw. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. A look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Carr. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lawrence on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A give to ETN running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Good ball. Good ball.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A quality run by Kamara, who's the same dependable and often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hill with a give to Kamara on the option. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
2nd and 10. Now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hill. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Carr completes it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense has been a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, Kamara. And this time he scores. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far, as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case. Oh, he sheds himself free. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Motion man left is Kirk. On second down, ETN once more. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 24. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that? Because
typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Breaks through the contact. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there a big.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Groupie for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and... Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw his car. They'll get this out to Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Steps away. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is going to have a Jags first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. They'll roll him out right. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Here's Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.